What if the battle between angels and demons is not just happening in heaven, but inside you? For thousands of years, humanity has been captivated by stories of celestial warriors and fallen spirits, beings of light, beings of darkness, messengers of doom, tempters of chaos. But are angels and demons literal supernatural entities, symbolic forces, or reflections of something deeper within the human condition? Today, we explore their origins, their hierarchies, their conflicts, and the deeper meaning behind one of the oldest dualities in human history. If you enjoy exploring spiritual mysteries and the deeper layers of belief in mythology, make sure to follow and subscribe. Let's begin. The origins of angels and demons. Across cultures and religions, angels are typically portrayed as divine messengers. They bridge heaven and earth. They protect. They guide. In Christianity, angels like Michael are depicted as warriors of light, defending divine order. In Islam, angels are obedient servants of God, carrying out divine commands without rebellion. Demons, on the other hand, are often described as fallen beings, spirits that once stood in light but chose rebellion. The most famous example is Lucifer. Once described as radiant and powerful, he becomes Satan after defying divine authority. His fall becomes a cautionary tale about pride, ambition, and the misuse of free will. In Islamic tradition, Iblis refuses to bow before Adam and is cast out, becoming a tempter. These stories frame a cosmic transformation, from celestial to infernal, from obedience to defiance. Why these stories matter? Angels and demons are not minor characters in theology. They shape our understanding of morality. They personify good and evil, order and chaos, obedience and rebellion. They give structure to abstract ideas. When we talk about temptation, we speak of demons. When we speak of protection, we invoke angels. They provide a symbolic language for inner struggles. But is the battle external or internal? Hierarchies of heaven and hell. Many traditions describe complex hierarchies. In Christian theology, there are seraphim, cherubim, archangels, and more. Seraphim are described as closest to God, radiant beings proclaiming divine holiness. Cherubim guard sacred spaces. Heaven is structured. Likewise, demonology often mirrors this structure. Fallen archangels, principalities, powers. Lucifer stands at the top of the infernal hierarchy in many traditions. These hierarchies reflect something deeply human: our need for order, our need to categorize, our attempt to understand the unseen. But some critics argue these rigid systems oversimplify morality. Good and evil may not always exist in neat categories. Literature and cultural influence. The mythos of angels and demons has profoundly shaped literature. In Milton's Paradise Lost, Lucifer is portrayed not as a simple villain, but as a tragic figure consumed by pride. The poem explores free will, rebellion, and redemption. In Dante's Inferno, demons inhabit the structured depths of hell, symbolizing the consequences of moral failure. These works go beyond religious teaching. They explore psychology, ambition, suffering, and justice. Even in modern media, angels and demons remain powerful symbols. Television series like Supernatural depict angels as flawed and conflicted. Demons are cunning, sometimes charismatic. Films like Constantine blur the lines between celestial and infernal, suggesting that humanity stands at the center of this unseen war. Why do these stories persist? Because they mirror us, the duality within. Some scholars and modern thinkers propose a symbolic interpretation. Perhaps angels and demons represent aspects of human nature: our compassion and our cruelty, our discipline and our impulses, our humility and our pride. In this view, the cosmic war becomes psychological. The battlefield is not heaven, it is the human heart. Do demons tempt us? Or do they represent desires we already carry? Do angels protect us? Or do they symbolize our higher conscience? This perspective does not diminish the myth, it deepens it. The problem with simple binaries: there is also critique. Some argue that strict angel versus demon narratives promote fear-based thinking, that they create rigid moral binaries that do not account for human complexity. Life is rarely black and white. Modern storytelling increasingly portrays angels with flaws and demons with moments of empathy, not to confuse morality, but to reflect nuance. Even in ancient traditions, fallen angels were not created evil. They chose the rebellion, John. Choice remains central. Free will in the fall. The transformation of angels into demons raises a profound theological question. Was the fall predestined, or was it a genuine act of free will? If celestial beings can choose rebellion, what does that say about freedom? And if humans are caught in the crossfire, how much responsibility do we bear? These questions move beyond mythology. They touch on destiny, accountability, and identity. The eternal conflict, the conflict between angels and demons, has often been portrayed as eternal. But perhaps the deeper conflict is not about victory. It is about balance. Light exists because darkness is possible. Virtue is meaningful because vice tempts. Without tension, there is no moral growth. This is why these stories endure. They are not just about supernatural beings. They are about us. Final reflection. Are angels and demons literal cosmic forces locked in battle? Are they metaphors for inner struggle? Or could they be both? What is undeniable is this. The stories of angels and demons have shaped civilizations. They have influenced theology, art, literature, and popular culture. They have given language to humanity's deepest fears and highest hopes. Perhaps the war we are most concerned with is not happening in the skies. Perhaps it is happening in daily choices. So let me ask you, do you believe angels and demons are real spiritual beings? Or do you see them as symbols of the light and darkness within us? Comment below and share your thoughts. And if this exploration expanded your perspective, make sure to follow and subscribe for more deep dives into spiritual mysteries and ancient belief systems. Until next time.